Now I'm going to introduce you to the third speaker, who is Stela. Her speech is titled Figurine No Longer, and she's focusing on vocal variety and body language. Please welcome Stela.
I was talking, I was loud, I was moving. Cut! You're not doing it right. Do this. Does that relatable with you? Like when you are doing your life, you are busy, you are talking, you're moving, but you are doing it for somebody else's script. Back then in 2013, when I was 11 years old, I get a chance to participate in a movie shooting. At that time, my role was to be a figurine. That means I stand on the background to add more people to the movie, not the main actress. It was an interesting experience for me because knowing I was there, that they are shooting this movie that will be shown up in HBO, and it was called Serangoon Road. This was how it looked like. You imagine back in 1965 in Singapore, in a place called Serangoon Road, all the people wear this older outfit, t-shirt, simple. There are no fancy cars, no fancy bikes, just people on a three-wheel thing like this. And the buildings are like colonial buildings. It looks like Chinatown, but the older Chinatown. I was there, assigned a role to be a figurine, and here I was. I was there in front of the restaurant or a store that's supposed to be owned by my parents, and my role was to say beef jerky, because my parents are selling beef jerky. So the director told me, now do that. So I was shy. I was standing there. Beef jerky, beef jerky. I said, no, be louder. You are selling it. You are getting people. Okay, be louder. Okay. Beef jerky, beef jerky. No, even louder. Okay, okay. Beef jerky, beef jerky. Yes, you are doing good, but you like something. You need to move around. This is your space. This is your parents' store. Don't just stand there. Okay, okay. Beef jerky, beef jerky. Sorry. So that was what I did. Just like this story, I was a figurine. I was doing everything that the director told me to do. Say what he wanted me to say, do what he wanted me to do. And I realized that reflects to real life as well. A lot of times in our real life, we have always been told to do something by other people, and that's what we ended up thinking that that's what we should do. For example, when I was in school, my parents would always say, now you go to school, you study hard, get good grades, be the first in your school. I always did that. Always try to meet their expectation. And then after going to a place, a time when I graduated and had to work, it's always the director or supervisor said, do this, do that. I always follow things based on what they say, not what I really wanted. What if this young girl right here, in her life, she doesn't want to sell beef jerky? What if she wants to be the best singer in her city? What if she wants to be the best athlete to compete in Olympic? It's about writing your own story. So what I'm sharing is there's a difference between you yourself as a director of your life and you yourself be the figurine in the movie. For example, when it comes to finance, somebody who is a figurine is somebody who spent the money after they paid all the bills, just whatever left. While if you are the director of your life, you can choose to budget, you can choose to save more money, you can choose to invest some money. The same thing with location in your life. If by default, as a figurine, you would stay in wherever you was born. If I was born in Seattle, I would stay in Seattle for 70 years of my life. Or not. Maybe if you are a director of your life, you will go to a place where you may not be so familiar, but it has the dreams that you wanted. Maybe you wanted to live in New York, for example. Just like in life, we had the choice to be the director of our life. And it's about us to imagine what it is, and also our ability to self-direct ourselves so we follow through those dreams. Are you committed to no longer be a figurine but be a director of your life?